I got to bring up Josh Hart here. That the heater that he is on is unbelievable and in my mind unsustainable. Now, I do think the Sixers have done him a disservice by allowing him to get going. That like it's one thing to live with that as the tactic. It's another thing to essentially roll out the red carpet and giving that guy open three-pointers, which to an extent they have done. We all hear the phrase how role players play better at home, and obviously he'll be coming to Philadelphia for these next two. What's your expectations for Josh Hart moving forward? Because he truly has been a difference maker thus far.
I mean, the sneaky thing is that Philadelphia is home. Like all these
Sure.
Villanova dudes are coming right back home. But listen, the guy isn't going to continue to be like prime Klay Thompson hitting. He has 8 threes through 2 games. I think there's some crazy stat he hasn't hit 4 threes in a game in like 2 years. Listen,
It's nuts.
it's not sustainable, but I do think that like this is a guy who's a warrior and a gamer. When you disrespect a guy like that and leave him 10 feet wide open, when your head coach openly comes out and says part of the game plan is leaving him wide open by 10 feet and giving him the lane and we're daring him to shoot, like you can't disrespect guys like that. I think that the big thing that I've seen in this series, it's like a lot of Sixers fans conflating who's the better team. I think the Sixers have the better top end talent, but if this was like an NBA street draft and I said, hey, let's draft the top 8 players, Sixers have 2 of the top 3, but like players 4, 5, 6, 7, and maybe 8 are probably all New York Knicks because the Knicks have this system, they're interchangeable parts. And the thing that I would be a little bit concerned if I was a Sixers fan, leave Brunson out of it. Leave Hart out of it. Let's say Hart regresses to the mean. He shoots 1 of 6, 1 of 7 from 3. Lord knows I give out Knicks picks every game. I've given out Josh Hart 2 threes, and my whole rationale was he's going to be open 7 times. He plays in the NBA. He's got to make 2, and he bricked 7 threes. You know, leave that out. The Knicks still have other players where you've got to be concerned about. For example, Miles McBride hitting 4 or 5 threes isn't a fluke. Like that's a guy who's like in the month of March was like one of the 5 best shooters in the league amongst 3-point shooters who attempted over 8 over the game. Dante can easily get hot. Bojan can easily get hot. So my thing is, and OG Anunoby, I don't think he's a great gifted scorer, but I do think he can give you more punch than what we've seen so far. So my thing would be less so looking at it as like, well, Josh Hart has to fall off, but like look at the Knicks as a totality. In game 1, Mitchell Robinson went crazy. He fell off. Isaiah Hartenstein fills his spot because the Knicks are really like a team. They're not really like focusing on one guy outside Jalen. They're a team. So that's what I would say to that one. Looking forward for games 3 and 4 in Philly.